Hello everyone, I'm Natasha. Welcome to the second clip from this week, which concerns participant management systems. In this clip, we're going to answer some questions. First, what is participant management systems? Second, what kind of information do you want to register? Third, what kind of registration suits your project? And finally, what can you do with this participant information? What is a participant management system? It is the system or document in which you register the progress of participants in this study. This is especially relevant for longitudinal studies in which there are multiple occasions. In a participant management system, you can keep track of whether participants have filled out every questionnaire or participated in an interview. The participant management system is primarily used to keep track of the progress since individuals have become participants, that is, after they've signed the informed consent form. In some systems, you can also register the information from the recruitment phase, which is called response registration. For more information about the response registration, please see clip 4.1 concerning the response registration. You've registered different types of information into a participant management system. First is the personal data, such as the name, date of birth, contact details, and communication preferences. Make sure to also add some space where you can leave comments, especially if you have many participants or if you're not the only one from the research team who uses the system. Second is the study data. This includes the participant ID, informed consent, participation status, and participant type. Depending on your study, you could also include a higher level category if your study has a hierarchical participant structure, such as if members from one family or students from one class or school. If your study is an experimental study with multiple conditions, you may also want to register the condition. However, if your study is double-blinded, this information should of course be registered somewhere else. Third is the assessment information. Register every step of the study per participant in this participant management system. This means that every measurement occasion for every type of assessment is registered. Per occasion, you may want to register the date and time, the name of the researcher or student who is present, and information about how to proceed. Here, also make sure to leave space for comments for every occasion. Participant management systems differ per project as it depends on the phases of the study. To decide what you need to register, start with writing down the workflow of your study. How do participants flow through your study? What assessments are administered and at what time point? What information is relevant to register for each assessment and occasion? Try to keep the workflow as simple as possible and as complex as necessary. The complexity depends on different factors. It gets more complex if multiple participants can participate within one cluster, and if the number of participants can differ per cluster. Complexity of the system also increases when there are multiple occasions and assessment times, and if participants are not participating at each occasion at the same time, as is often the case in individual intervention studies. If your participant management system and your response registration are both very simple, you can create one system for both. But if it is complex, you may want to split these into different documents or systems. An example of a participant management system in Excel is provided in clip 4.2a, which is an example from the GRIP study. In clip 4.2b, you can view an example of a participant management system using the tool called SLIM, which is created by the University Medical Center. Information that you register in the participant management system is very useful for your study. The information provides insight into which participants or parts of your study require more attention. For example, if you register that you've already tried to email the participant multiple times without response, you may want to start calling them. If many participants reject participation in the interview study, you may want to reconsider how and when you approach or inform the participants about the interviews. So use the information you have to improve your study and to prevent dropouts. You can also use the information in the system to keep your partners informed about the progress you're making. It may be interesting for them to know how many questionnaires have already been filled out so far. And finally, you can also use it for your manuscripts to provide insight into how many participants completed the study.